Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with 5 trades, 5 different trades, and today's date is December the 7th, and on these 5 trades they were just the ones that looked good at the time when I was taking the trade. Some are a great way to trade, and another one is pullbacks, whereas you go back to the goal line. And today I am using the HA trigger system. So let's go through some of these pairs. The first one at the top is the pound Swiss, so let's run a check on this one where I got in at. I got the timing a little bit wrong, but I knew from this point and this point, and of course from this point, it was confirmed as everything was blue, but I pulled the trigger. I got in a little bit late and I had to wait for this pullback to finally close it out over at this point. As long as you know and you follow the rules that I teach within the training videos, it's okay sometimes if you get in a little bit late, but then you always have to have your stop on the other side of the swing pivot low. Just to let you know that, that's a very good tip. So I did get in at this point right here with this cursor, and I closed it out at this cursor. Looks like with 8 pips, and 8 pips on the pound Swiss paid $787. Now this is a trader's favorite for millions and millions of traders, because it has a very easy concept. Like blue we're buying, and of course red we're selling. And of course you have to line everything up down at the bottom for it to qualify. In other words, there are trading rules that you must follow. And I do teach that, all those rules within the training videos. So let's run a check on this dollar Swiss. Right here, using my HA trigger. This was very, very clear from way back here, but I was sleeping during the London session, and I was even late getting into the trade, but the meter was screaming that the dollar was very weak. So let's run a check on it. As I said, I got in a little bit late. I knew it was going to go at least to the ADR, and I didn't close it out. I've been a little bit distracted, but it's not a big deal. Ended up taking a trade at this cursor right here, and I closed it out again with 8 pips, and 8 pips on the dollar Swiss paid $899. And as you can clearly see, I got out on the first blue candle. I was hoping it was going to hook around, just a small pullback and keep going down, but that never did happen. And of course, checking the meter, it's still under the 20%, so this can easily stall here, hook around, and continue to go down. But I am done trading for the day. And now the first trade, I forgot to mention, that was a pullback. Once it pulled far enough away from the moving averages, and this one is clearly qualifies right when I took the trade, actually from way back here, right about here, that qualifies for a great way to trade for you, and just have to watch those videos called A Great Way to Trade. So now we're getting into the pairs that paid more pips. This is a pair that I don't trade. I can't remember the last time I traded, but it was the best one on the meter, and that is why I took it. And today, my meter on this one trade alone paid quite well. So Aussie CAD, as you can see, screaming from way back here. So, but this is the time I get up, but I was running a little bit late. I never got to the computer until 8:30, and by the time I loaded everything and looking at the market, and by the time I actually pulled the trigger, it was a half an hour later. Now in real time, the Canadian was either at the bottom or the second from the bottom. And I was a little bit surprised, but the Aussie was above 80%. Remember, the Aussie market is not even open here at this time. So Aussie CAD, let's run a check on it. As I said, I got up at this point and I didn't have much time, but right at this point, everything down at the bottom is telling me to buy. And it's okay if it turns red, and I explained why it's still good to buy when it turns red. But anyhow, I took the trade at this point, and I could have waited until a red candle, but not a big deal. I was happy with the totals. And pip total on this one was 31 pips. And 31 pips on the Aussie CAD paid $2,420. Now you can see why a lot of traders love using the Heikin-Ashi candles. By the way, this isn't the default standard one. It's one that's been new and improved and tweaked just a bit so that it works more efficiently. You'll get signals just a little bit quicker. Moving right along to the next pair. Let's see, pound New Zealand. Let's go and look for it. Now this one was a little bit more messy, but still paid pretty good. Now this is, even though it looks like a great way to trade, but I teach where you can actually do the pullback. But you have to get the timing right. And that is the most important thing. Timing is everything. So I took the trade right here. On the first blue candle, everything is looking good, except this one. This one would be, it was mostly blue, so, but everything was good to go. Stop would have been only like around 20 pips. It did go against me, 12 pips, and I closed it out, just no particular reason other than being happy. And it looks like with 40 pips, and 40 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $2,611. Now this pair moves the most of all the pairs, if you didn't know, and but it doesn't have the best payout. There's like that, even the Aussie CAD has a higher payout per pip. And of course this is a good example of just trading the pullback. This happens every day within the market. And of course the London close is right here. So no big surprise. And like magic, went back to the goal line. I teach all these advanced tips and tricks within the HA trigger system. Now moving along to the last pair. Pound Swiss. Let's take a look at it. See how this one looks. Actually, I did both of these trades. I did the pound Swiss 2 times because I knew which direction it was going to go. They were both buys. Let me clear this one up first. So, let's get to the HA trigger number 1. Clean up the cursors. Let's see where I got in at this point. This was a better entry. If you remember the last one, I got in too early, but this time I didn't make the mistake. I got in just a little bit, jumped the gun a little bit, but I knew it was going to go up. And this is, again, pull back, and my target was, and as you can see, it actually hit it right there, even though it's continuing up. If I would have stayed in the pound Swiss on both of them, I would have made another 17 pips on top of what I did get on this first run. On this cursor, now it hardly went against me, well, 7 pips. And I closed it out as I was very happy down at the bottom, looks like with 42 pips. And as you can see, this pound Swiss is a better one to trade than the pound New Zealand. Look at this, it pays more than $10 a pip on a standard lot. Now the 41 pips in the pound Swiss paid $4,610. So it looks like for total pips today, it was 128 pips, and 128 pips paid $11,330. Today was a very good day of trading, even though the market is there's no high impact news today. It's just what I would label as the flow of the market, either trading with the flow, like going down, a great way to trade, or doing the pullback. And looks like this one, if it continues to go up, it will be a complete reversal, which I also teach how to trade that. So if your system is not producing like my HA trigger system, suggest you get your hands on it, and to do so, you can just check out this Word document, and there's more information below. So now my HA trigger system, I do charge $250 for, and it's an advanced Heikin-Ashi trigger system that has 3.5 gigabytes of training. Now you will get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform, and it does come with 4 MT4 templates, 9 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. The meter alone is worth $250. So I also give a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents that'll help your education. Now I teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 42 training videos and 9 bonus videos. Now my number one way, best way to trade is a great way to trade, and I look for that every day, and you will find many trade setups. So now within all the videos, I give a lot of tips and tricks along with advanced training, teach how to get near perfect timing entries, how to stay in the trade for more pips, how to trade at the right hand edge. I also teach how to trade the higher time frames, and also how to trade the new and improved HA trigger version number 2. Now pretty much all the videos you're going to see many great trade setups. Also teach how to back test the HA trigger, still do this up to 8 hours every weekend. Also teach how to scan the market, how to trade all 3 sessions including this London close, and also teach, as I mentioned, how to trade pullbacks and reversals. Also teach how to trade the goal line, as there's a lot of action always around the goal line. Also teach how to trade the news, along with how to trade with a day job. Now of course, if you have any questions, quite simple, pick up the phone and call me. If you live too far, all you got to do is send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here, right here. Now I do prefer Skype. Made it easy. Just click on this link. We'll have a connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. And if nothing else, you will get some free tips and tricks that'll surely help your trading. Remember, it's free. Now, over the course of many years, I produced many trigger systems. All you got to do is click on this link, and you'll see 28 screenshots. And I almost forgot that I wanted to show you my last 7 trading days. I'll show you in my account. Now here are my last 7 trading days from November the 27th to today, which is December the 7th. As you can see on the right hand side over here, there are no losers. I put in 23 trades, no losers, and in 7 days of trading, I made $40,627. And once you can trade like this with any one of my trigger systems, I do have my favorite, have my top 4 favorites. This Heikin-Ashi trigger system is one of them. They all produce exactly the same results, and that is because I know how how to trade the flow of the market, and that is something that you have to learn. And once you learn how to trade that, and once you get trade management and money management in order, and don't forget the psychological part, that is the big killer. 95% of the traders out there fail miserably at that. So once you get those three things in order and also trade the flow of the market, you will become a much better trader, as what you see. And if you can get results like this, you will become a very happy trader. So that just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.